Jayasri suggests for us to be engaged in. I will present this today.
It is written by?
This is Jayant Saraswati Jayasri. Is written by Sundarananda Vidya Vinod, possibly, but there's extract of Bhaktivilas Tirtha Maharaj. Many writers are in there, actually. It's like the history of the Gaudiya Math. You have not read it? Very, very good. Prabhupada struggled so much. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is real. So much opposition, so much envy. Because he established a new way out of Maya in the middle of Calcutta. Ready?
Yeah, I already started.
Okay, sorry. Saraswati Jayasri is really telling us a story of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. His glory, his people he preached to, people who turned against him, how they were. It's an adventure.
The smart Brahmanas.
Many. Even some of his own disciples fell off and got into bad association. All that is related there. It's very, very interesting because then you understand also the struggle of what is Gaudiya Math, what is Vaishnava, what is the situation. No, really the situation after. That is the next book which is missing. Srila Prabhupada was very much eager to have something called Vaishnava Manjusa. Vaishnava Manjusa, he wanted it to be an encyclopedia. And he wanted to be very scientific encyclopedia. He wanted that every article in it should be by scholarly written, rehearsed, checked, controlled by others, that it's actually appropriate, with all the references, who are the persons. So to have it like a standard encyclopedia work on everything. Vaishnava Manjusa was published in part. It's never totally finished. I think Chaitanya Math has 3 volumes, which probably you cannot get even today, out of print or something. I once spoke to Bhakti Kushum Shraman Maharaj, then the Acharya of Chaitanya Math, and I asked him a question which he needed the Vaishnava Manjusa to answer. So he had a book, a big book they brought on, and they were looking in the book for the answer of my question. So there are some, I know there are some very, but not available, so to say. No? So that is one thing. Researching real historical sources of scriptures. And then he also says very clearly, we should research and recover all the old writings, and we should produce new writings. Both of that. I will start from the beginning. Notes I've taken from Saraswati Jayasri are not complete yet, but something. The first thing is total freedom. He announces that everybody should be engaged according to how he feels and how he can involve in devotional service. I was very surprised that was the beginning of the announcement of Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha, that we are here encouraging each other. Like you may have ideas nobody had before. You're free to do it. That's part of the vision. It is not at all institutionally restrictive, even though the order of Guru is supreme. So in that sense, we are very following strictly, but according to our understanding. Next, in order to preach, we should make a lot of Harinam, chanting the holy name at any given possibility, on the street, in the university, in people's home. There's no restriction, but Harinam should be like spread everywhere. Number 3, very interesting. There should be discussion forums like we are having here. That's why I didn't want to make a class here. It's traditional. I wanted to have a discussion forum where new books can be presented, where authors can be questioned, and so like any book which was going to be studied was first to be looked up. by Swarup Damodar. So whether Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going to look at it. So in that sense, also a discussion forum is very good quality check type of thing. And of course, then you may say, how do you dare to say that you are the quality check? Then I immediately answer, that is because you are not present. Because if you think you are better quality check, then you should come here to this discussion forum and then we can discuss, because there is necessity of discussion. For example, truly ecclesiastical systems are not capable of fulfilling the vision of Vishwa Vaishnava. But who's going to define what that means? Only true sadhus can. Next point. So discussion forums very much encouraged, of course, on the basis of Guru Shastra and Sadhu, not capriciously ego discussions. Number 4, publish old, restore, refresh old publication and produce new publication. That was also from the beginning. Later he goes into that more in depth. Then number 5, they gave titles. Gaudiya Math gave titles to encourage study. For example, Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaishnava, Bhakti Sarvabhauma, Bhakti Vedanta, and Bhakti Sarvabhauma. These 4 titles. They were given in ISKCON according to a certain amount of books of Prabhupada you read. Obviously, in the Gaudiya Math, this was different because Prabhupada's books did not exist at that time. So they had.
And they do not accept also.
That I don't know. But it is for encouragement, titles for encouragement. So I just had a discussion with Mahabodhi last night, the inspiration of the Florida Valley College. And we are trying to work out something to have titles which can be with the backing of Florida Valley College, to give it a more official standard, but it's not necessary. If Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math wants to give a title, they can give it on their own. They don't need Florida Viticulture, they don't need the World Vaishnava Association. But why not have it with a kind of an international support? So that is the idea. Titles were given to encourage devotees to study more, or to speak of titles which encourage devotees to take different teachers' position. This is a different subject, but for example, in the Benares Hindu University, they're studying Gaudiya Vaishnavism by Mayavadi teachers. We don't have our own teachers, so we should have our qualified professor saying, hey, if you want to study about us, please give us that teacher position. Right? It's obvious, no? So, number 6, there should be tests. People should be examined whether it's true that they know and that they want to actually give support to this philosophy. So some tests should be given. That is given in every mission. Every guru should give his own tests to his disciples. That cannot be very difficult. Mahabodhi wants it to be tests on a very high level of university level. I think it will be very hard. I think by my practical experience, I argue with him tests should be given on local level to see how much qualification. I remember Venezuela. Srila Prabhupada came to Venezuela and there was deities but no pujaris. So Prabhupada said we will have second initiation. So one of Prabhupada's accompanying members talked with the new devotees, and then he came to Prabhupada and he said, these people don't know the philosophy. They're going to get second initiation, but they don't know the philosophy very much. Prabhupada said, yeah, maybe, but we have Shastric Brahmins and non-Shastric Brahmins. And Prabhupada gave initiation to them, and they are the pujaris of the future Venezuela. Otherwise, Prabhupada would have left, there would have been no Brahmins and no one. And so Prabhupada was tremendous how he risked and how he did everything, fearlessly. challenging Maya. Yeah, Maya. That's that's the right word. Fearlessly challenging Maya. So that's here. Then number three and to qualify new members means the Bhakta program, training up people so that they can take initiation, that they follow the regulative principles. Every mission has to do that, otherwise they have no people volunteer. So then the next one, 8, is as soon as they are initiated and qualified, occupy them in devotional service. That is also, these are very, you see, on Vishwa Vaishnava Rajshava was born in that time inside the Gaudiya Math. So it was representing what we have to do now in the different missions as well. Not that it is restricted to that Gaudiya Math, because that Gaudiya Math stopped existing when it's divided into Chaitanya Math and Gaudiya Mission and all the new other missions which emanated. So it's a pattern. It's a master plan to me, and that's what we get from Saraswati Jayasri. Then number 4, and here I put it, 9th project: protect devotees and protect Vaishnava philosophy. If Vaishnava philosophy is challenged, if it is being disturbed by somebody or devotees are attacked, then we should unite and we should do everything possible to protect them. That is right there from the origin. Number 5, Mandali, organize big festivals. Any type of Vaishnava festivals, which we are having all over nowadays. Vaishnava festivals are in abundance in all missions and sometimes even by the Vishwa Vaishnava Rajshava. Then comes number 11. Uncover new holy places. Uncover new holy places. That was referring to Mamgachi and places in Mayapur which were discovered in the time of Gaudiya Math as new older places. Something which Bhaktivedanta Institute, Bhaktivedanta Charity Trust is doing now, recovering, restoring such old places. In Vrindavan, the same thing has to be done and is being done by different people. It's very enthusing, very in Vrindavan. Even other missions have become involved with it. For example, Sriji Baba from the Nimbarka Sampradaya, he fixed the place of Kumutvan and Palavan, and he made beautiful temples and kundas there. And Bhakti Balatirtha Maharaj made the Chaitanya Padapit in Kumutvan. So this is there. We can see there we are pulling the same string, recovering Brajmanda, recovering the holy places. So that was part of Vishwa Vaishnava Rajshava. Then uncovering means then construct there, clean there, maintain them so that they're on a decent standard. Because like you go in the Radha Govinda Mandir, which is now by the Archaeological Society, they don't have a decent standard of that standard. Rupa Goswami's main temple should be like gloriously decorated with swanky, because it's our Rupa Goswami's place. They're just cleaning it.
Where in which temple?
Radha Govinda Mandir.
Yes.
It's not. I mean, it should be at least given the attention of Premandia.
Yeah.
No? By what history, no? Number 13. Spontaneous discovery of new ideas. Again, this freedom element was given. That we should have the acharyas come up with new ideas to spread Krishna consciousness. Example, Srila Prabhupada made the Matsya project. He had microfiche photographing of all the old libraries and private collections of Vaishnava literature, which are in danger of being lost. So Prabhupada started the Matsya project. It was with financing of Smithsonian Institute, and they went all over taking microfiche. One example. Another example is Vanipedia. Vanipedia, this amazing temple on the internet, only exists because Vishnumurti took the idea and did the job. So it's one man who actually saved a lot of Prabhupada treasures. And so in this way, that's the next one. By capability of individuals. In other words, we have to see what people can do. We cannot restrict. We should applaud. Then again, we get back to publishing. Previously, in newsletters of Bhakti Vinod Sajjana Toshani, there was reported 21 years activities of the movement. So publishing was always emphasized that one should report on what's existing. 14. All should help to need. All should help. No need for much money. He emphasized in his mission that for doing something, we can start low budget. There's no problem. Krishna will provide money if it's a good project. So he stressed that we should not depend on big resources. Some people say, I'll do if I have. No, but then that never started. Then there's 1919, the first exams were held. After all these things had been started, the first exams were actually held. They called their meetings in those days Vishnu Vaishnava assembly programs. So when they went into the public, they held officially Vishnu Vaishnava assembly programs. Then there's an explanation of different ways to accept Madhukari. How to get donations and how. There's 4 different types. I don't recall it now. It's described in Saraswati Jayasri. There 4 types. Some donations come on their own accord, some connected with some service, etc. Then again, the necessity of publishing Vaishnava Manjusha. That includes many activities, and it should have all Vaishnava's histories, their sculptures, their mellows, their activities.
Whereas within 5 or 7 minutes you complete this because I have to go out.
Out.
Yes.
You leave it.
Huh?
Okay. So that's the Vaishnava Encyclopedia. And then 21, categorize all Vaishnava Grantha in the with the Vaishnava Manjusha criteria. That's basically is what I could extract from there today. So I hope you can all help to manifest the desires of our sampradayas. Any commentary?
It's not commentary. You can switch it up now. Arjuna.